Okay, so I have to do this little separate little segment on this because I don't know why, but when it came to like high level guests coming in, what is it they call them? I don't know. Like I said, I literally be raw dogging all these videos, just going off pure memory. We have like executive level clients coming in. Shoot, I don't know what to call it. Anyways, I was the worst at Legoland. I was the worst at these, and management would be like, V, you're not, go away, don't even don't even try to check anybody in. First of all, when I see that like somebody should be checked out or something and their key cards still work, or if they owe money, I deactivate that card super fast. you don't you don't have a card on file, you haven't paid your deposit. I deactivate that card so fast. And I did that so many times to executive level Merlin Entertainment people that were coming down to visit the site, and they were staying for like a night or two and like their freaking room keys didn't work. And one of the managers, he always knew it was me. He's like, V, you touched. Don't you see the notes at the bottom? And I'm like, all I saw was they have no credit card on file. I didn't know who they were. Okay. Put it in bigger letters. You know I can't see. So I always messed up those types of reservations. We had Terry Crews and his family come. It was on 4th of July, 2018. I did not mess that one up, but I was. So at Legoland, you're not allowed to like run up to celebrities, get pictures, ask for autographs, anything like that. And they already knew. I told them, if NSYNC comes in here, just get my termination papers together because I'm not gonna play. I'm not gonna play. I'm getting a picture. I'm getting an autograph. I'm riding a ride with them. What are you saying? So, anyways, Terry Crews and his family came for 4th of July. I was professional, but I did stand there with the wife, just chatting up a storm as if she was my best friend from back in the day. And the manager standing off to the side, like, okay, V, that's enough, that's enough. But no, I upgraded them and I got them to buy a Legoland 4th of July package in Skyline, which was literally, they just got to stand like outside exclusively to see the fireworks. They didn't have to go crowd around outside with everybody else. It was nothing special, but I sold it to Terry Crews and his family. Super nice people. Who else was there? Pharrell is so nice. Okay, he literally is. Because I'm happy. He was super nice. He didn't stay at Legoland Hotel. He was just going to the park. I just had to throw him in there because I saw him, and I saw Ryder Strong from Boy Meets World. Okay, I forget people, they're not aging like fine wine like me, and I saw him. I was like, that's not Sean. So not, but saw him too. Posh Spice and the soccer dude. I did not. They did not. Management was like, V, you're not doing anything with their reservation. So I just got to stand off to the side and watch them. Was it David Beckham? Yeah. I just watched them get checked in. So cool. I just have to mention that too. But I was not allowed to touch the reservation. Okay. Who else was there? The worst celebrity. She was so mean to everybody. Park, pool staff. It's Christina Aguilera. Okay. First of all, we're sold out that weekend that she came. We were completely sold out. And she said her security needs their own room, the nanny needs her own room, and her two kids each needed their own room. Plus, she needed a room. So she wanted 5 freaking rooms, suites. We're sold out. We don't have them. It's Christina Aguilera. She's going to get it. So I have to call around to other surrounding hotels because Legoland's going to pay for this. We are going to refund 5 families, kick them out of Legoland Hotel, and put them in a surrounding hotel, all for Christina Aguilera. This is what we do because she says she wants to stay there for 2 nights. Miss Unicorn, Miss Farmhouse was like her main point of contact, and she was driving her insane. Okay, she wanted mini fridges which we don't have, but we found them. They had to be filled with a certain kind of water, a certain kind of fruit. Miss Unicorn had to run over to Costco and go find these items and fill them up in the room. I remember Christina called down in the morning for breakfast. It's free breakfast buffet. Come down and eat, or send the nanny with the people to come down and eat. I answered the call, and she's like, she wanted everything precise, okay? Like a certain amount of fruit in this container. So we have to go through the buffet and collect these items for her. Certain amount of fruit in this container. Don't let the pancakes touch this. Don't let, the syrup has to be in a certain kind of container. Miss Unicorn went and did it because I don't have any patience. I don't care who you are. I don't have the patience for this crap. You have 50 people up there staying. Send somebody down to come get the breakfast. Yeah. Park staff says she was very rude to them. Housekeeping said she was mean to them. She was just like not a happy person at Legoland, okay? And then guess what? She goes and checks out. She checks out the very next day, like after the kids went to the park with the nanny for a few hours. She checks out. We just kicked 5 families out of Legoland for you, and now all of these rooms are open. Just not a nice person, okay. And so my main reason for making this little extra video, which led to me not being able to touch, I have to find that name. Maybe they just call them VIPs. Maybe they're like, we just have a VIP checking in. That's what I think. Okay. There's a few like VIPs I messed up, like kicking them out their rooms, locking their card, demanding that they give me credit cards. I did that a lot, right? But this is where it all led up to this one particular story. Okay. I've been off for a couple days. I don't know. I think it's just one of those days I came into Castle and I just had a little attitude. Okay. I don't know why. I just have an attitude. It's 8 a.m. I didn't even get there at 6. It's 8 a.m. I'm in Castle. I'm working. It's just me and Russian Mama Nat. Okay. It's me and her at the front desk. I'm checking the stats, how many check-ins, checkouts, what we got going on, what's happening, whatever. And this guy, I'm like cleaning my area because, like I said, I am chaos. I don't like when my area looks like chaos and it's like all over the place. I'm straightening, I'm tidying, I'm getting stuff the way I like it. This guy comes over and he's like, "Excuse me, ma'am, can I use the tape?" And I don't know why. I just have an attitude. And I glance at him and I'm like, "No, you can't have my tape." And he's like, "Please, ma'am, it's my daughter's birthday. Can I please have the tape?" And I'm like, "You can use my tape roll. Bring my tape back." Okay, this is what I'm telling him to, bring me my tape back. Hand in the tape. Nat is like, her eyes are wide and like, V, what is your problem? I really don't understand why she cares. Okay, it's my tape roll for today. This is my station, and bring my tape back. He comes back without my tape. It's literally like 10 minutes later, he comes back. He's like, "Excuse me, ma'am, can I please have the scissors?" No. Absolutely not. I said, "No, you can come down here, bring my tape roll back. You can use my desk to wrap the presents, whatever you're wrapping, but you're not taking the scissors." And he's like, "Ma'am, please, I swear I'll bring the scissors back." And I'm like going back and forth with this man because I have an attitude today. I don't know why. "You're not having my scissors. You can't have it." And Nat's like, "Yes, he can. He can have the scissors. Let him have the scissors." And I'm like, "You're going to go against me? You're going to go against me after all that we've been through?" And so she runs to the back. Miss Unicorn comes out and she's like, "What's going on?" And he's like, "Ma'am, I just want to use the scissors and the tape so I can wrap my daughter's gifts." And Miss Unicorn's like, "Give him the scissors now, V." Pissed at those two. How dare you guys how dare you go against me in front of a guest? Okay. And I said, "No, what if he takes the scissors, hurts somebody, does something else? Then it's going to become a liability. And you guys are going to say, whose scissors were there?" And I'm going to be like, "They were V scissors." And then I'm going to jail with him. And all 3 of them, first of all, Nat has dropped to the floor. She's cracking up and she has to hide and she can't move. She's on the floor. She just cannot believe this is happening. The man is staring at me like, "Lady, what is your problem?" His lip is turned up. He is like, it's not like he's angry, but he's just like, What's your problem? Like, why do you have to be a Karen today? And Miss Unicorn just looks terrified. V, give him the scissors. She's like, I'm so sorry, sir. Take the scissors, whatever else you need, we'll give it to you. And he goes, and he like scuffs, like, ugh, to me, and he leaves. And once he's out of like sight, Miss Unicorn drops with Nat and they're laughing so hard. And I'm just so upset. How dare you guys, go against me in front of a guest? Like, he can't have scissors. We don't give scissors. I can't. Why did you guys give him the scissors? And Miss Unicorn is like, V, look up room such and such, and I need you to read every single detail. I read it. I'm reading. Oh, it's a VIP. My bad. Where he visiting from? Legoland, Florida? Like, I don't know what's happening. And I get all the way to the very bottom. First of all, the reservation's under something so weird. It was like SpongeBob SquarePants Pocahontas layer. It was so weird. The name was so weird. And I get all the way to the very bottom and I see the name. It says VIP using alias. And I read the name. I go, oh, was that him? And they are just cracking up, dying laughing, just cracking up. And I like feel like such an idiot. I'm like, ooh, that was him. But I had such an attitude. I didn't even like, he was just a regular dude to me. And so I'm like scared, like I'm going to get in trouble. And it's like a couple hours later, he doesn't bring my scissors back, but it's a couple hours later. I'm like scrubbing my counter and I hear, like, here's your stuff back. And I look up and I'm like, I'm so sorry, Mr. Rob Schneider. I'm so sorry that I yelled at you. And he's like cracking up. He just starts laughing and he's like, I'm so sorry. He's like, I get it. You're just doing your job, but I just couldn't understand why you were being so rude to me. He's like, nobody treats me like that. People are like, you know, I'm like, he's a celebrity and people are like kissing his feet. And you're like, hell no, you can't have my scissors. I couldn't believe it. So yeah, I yelled at Rob Schneider and told him he could not use scissors or tape. And the very next day, I didn't see him anymore that day. The next day, he comes down. He is in the same exact clothes from yesterday. Hair is he is literally that guy. Okay, he didn't change his clothes. He just been in them clothes all day. But doing something on on my computer and I hear, ma'am, can I borrow the scissors? And I look up and it's him. And then we just like share a laugh and he like gives us hugs. He's like, you are literally like the best guest service I ever experienced. So yeah. And that it just built up more and more of me just like, me and VIP guests. I always seem to mess them up all the time. It was literally the thing I did at Legoland. So I just have to share that. Yeah, okay.